Okay. Yeah. I think we get right into the news, as the beautiful Keemstar would say. I'm stoked, man. We got a whole bunch of just, it seems random, news from EA Sports about FIFA and all the new updates and systems and dynamic things that are coming into the game. So what I want to do is go over all of these updates rather heavily right now. Now, I'm gonna be pushing this out to YouTube as well, because YouTube is my YouTube channel's suffering a little bit because I'm not absolutely loving FIFA. I'm waiting for FIFA 19 to come out, so I'm just pushing out like stream highlights and Fortnite stuff because that's really what I'm enjoying doing right now. And on stream, I'm basically playing Fortnite while randomly playing other games, so it's making it really hard to push out like consistent FIFA content for YouTube. But today might be the start of a whole bunch of like news and updates and stuff like that on FIFA 19 and what's coming. So for this, for this video, or for this topic of conversation, we have dynamic tactics to talk about for FIFA 19, which I'm very excited about. Active touch in FIFA 19, which I'm excited to talk about, but a little bit apprehensive because I think there's a lot of room for really cheesy things to happen with that system. And then timed finishing is the next, 3 bullet points, if you will, that I wanted to talk about and cover for today's video, or for today's even, the portion of the stream that we're going to be talking about it. So we're going to get right into things. If you're excited for FIFA 19 like I am, for the video, feel free to smash the like button. Twitch, you guys can smash the N28 what emote if you want. And I think we're just going to get right into things. So if you guys are missing out on the content, I'm going to try as much as I can with any type of new news and information that will be coming for FIFA 19 to push that out to YouTube. I feel like I am spoiling my Twitch users because anything and everything that happens new in FIFA or the world of football, we cover it at the start of every single one of my streams. Transfers, trades, rumors, moves, players being happy, players being unhappy, PES 19 news, PES 19 trailers, although one video I did publish or push out to my YouTube channel about PES, Konami copyright striked my video of me talking about PES 19. Imagine that. Imagine PES trying to compete with EA, and a content creator such as myself that loves FIFA Ultimate Team and EA Sports and that franchise. Imagine a content creator of myself covering PES, trying to promote it a little bit and talk about it because I'm going to do a PES Road to Glory again this year, and they copyright strike my video. Imagine. So I'm actually fighting the copyright with Konami right now, unbelievably. Like, it's just absolutely hilarious, man. When it's almost like Fortnite being FIFA, right? Fortnite, I'm loving it. I'm playing Fortnite, and H1Z1 being PES. And I'm like, you know what? I got a bit of a soft spot for PES. I definitely got a soft spot for H1Z1. So let me go review this new update of H1Z1. Let's talk about it and see if it's worthwhile. And Daybreak Games copyright strikes my video. That's the same line of insanity that I'm dealing with right now with my PES 19 My Club update video. So I know EA are a lot more open to content creators making content on their videos and stuff like that. So I'm excited for this, and I promise to try and give you guys as much of this content going forward. So let's get into the meat and bones of this video, which is us covering the dynamic tactics on FIFA 19, which I'm stoked for. Now, I haven't looked at all the details. I believe there's a video for it as well. So why don't we quickly cover EA's press release of dynamic tactics. I believe I've got the video ready to go as well. Yeah, new gameplay features, dynamic tactics. So we're gonna watch all that stuff, and then I'm gonna give my opinion on it as well. Okay, so if you've ever wanted more control over FIFA's team tactics and ability to dive into the gritty tactical details that your favorite real-world managers deal with every week, you'll love the latest update to match preparation in FIFA 19. That is one of the things I wanted the most. One of the things I complain about through every release of FIFA. And let me hold on. I'm new to computers, but let me scroll in a little bit. So yeah, there we go. It's just a little bit cleaner, right? There we go. One of the things that bugs me the most about FIFA 18 is when someone gets a cheesy goal in FUT Champs, goes 1-0 up, and then they park the bus. Right now, through competitive FIFA 17 and competitive FIFA 18 and Ultimate Team, there's no way to get the ball back efficiently. There's no system in the game to get the ball back efficiently. And it seems like as of right now that EA are actually trying to counteract that. You know when someone scores a cheesy goal and then just starts passing it around the back? you know, tassing it around the back as it came to be from Tass's obviously FIFA 17 competitive career and stuff like that, where it gets incredibly frustrating because you control one player. Meanwhile, even if you put it on high pressure and stuff like that, your entire team just sits there and does next to nothing to get the ball back. So I think, this is a big assumption because I haven't read the rest of the news, but I think EA are trying to counteract that, and fair play. That's definitely a big issue in the game that I know frustrated the hell out of me when someone would try and hold on to a lead. Now, you can make it work for yourself as well to hold on to a lead against a good player, but I think this is good that they bring this into the game. No matter how small... Okay, so hold on. This new feature in FIFA 19 provides deeper, more advanced control over your team's tactics both before and during matches. See all of the changes, adjustments. I don't know. Okay, but so this is the video. Do we check the video now or continue reading on from it? I think let's continue reading on and then we'll check the video. Ready for anything. Pre-match preparation returns with in-depth custom features that you know and love. You can pick players, set a formation, assign roles, give instructions, customize your tactics with dynamic tactics in FIFA 19. That sounds like FIFA 17 and 18, like nothing's changed. But this is what I like. You can also create multiple game plans that you can switch between during a match. That is fantastic. That sounds to me, and from a few pictures I've seen, you can run separate formations and live change them in game. This might also mean the end of people cheesing you and, you know, starting the game like I do with like Ronaldo at CDM and other players at striker just to make things work to fit in EA's broken, antiquated chemistry system. And then you pause the game right away and make the changes and switch formation and stuff like that to have everybody on chem. This almost seems like you now have the ability to switch up to a formation that you want. So I can start like with a 4-3-3 flat just to get Ronaldo and Messi in the team. And then in game, maybe I can just auto switch to 4-1-2-1-2 and Ronaldo and Messi will go into the positions that they need to go. That's what I'm assuming is there, and I'm actually kind of excited for that. It's a band-aid fix. I will admit that right now. That is absolutely a band-aid fix to the larger issue at hand, which is EA's chemistry system being very antiquated and not really fitting with Ultimate Team, you building your Ultimate Team, and EA's antiquated position system, where we still to this day can only use a Leo Messi on 4 chemistry at cam, but then you can use a Zlatan Ibrahimovic on 10 chemistry at CDM, or a Cristiano Ronaldo on 7 chemistry at center back. But a Leo Messi at cam you can only get on 4 chem. So hoping that this is a step in the right direction to fixing those issues where you can't run players where you want in the game. Fingers crossed that that's exactly what they're trying to do. Every option that you have when creating your pre-match plan can be assigned to one of your custom game plans. So you aren't constantly going to the pause menu when you need your team to play differently. Fantastic. Just like chess, even though tactics has been a big part of the FIFA franchise for a long time, dynamic tactics has overhauled the entire system to make setting up your team more important than ever. Your team will execute your approach in an obvious manner so you can get a visual idea of how it's working on the pitch. Love it. For example, if you choose a possession-based tactic, your players will support their teammates in possession and provide safe passing options. If you adjust for faster build-up play, your players will move more quickly up the field, make riskier runs to create more immediate chances. Now, I love this. I'm giving you guys my thoughts and my opinions on it after playing FIFA Ultimate Team for almost 10 years. I like this. What I want to see, though, is the balanced counteraction of this. If I have someone that sets their team on ultra high pressure, it's all fine and dandy that they get to see their players all running around like bees on it, like, you know, around a nest. What I want to see is the guy that sits there and patiently deals with a guy ultra high pressing you for 45 minutes, for 70 minutes, me passing the ball around, taking my time. I want to see the balanced counteraction of, in the 70th minute, that guy's team be dead. I don't want to see this stuff put into the game where someone with all base pacey gold players run around like bees out of hell for 120 minutes. That's the flip side of it, right? So I really hope that EA have come up with something new like this, but also balance it out where you're punished if you run ultra high aggression for 90 minutes or for 120 minutes, you know? End of the game, your team should be dead. That's what I want to see. So that's, again, just a little bit of my thought process, but I love this. I love that they're working on actually making these changes very visible live in game. That's fantastic. Now, hilarious. Is this the next statement? I swear to God, I have not read this yet. Any player can use this to their advantage. Tactics have been balanced perfectly so that every approach has an effective counterattack. If you can identify what your opponent is using, you can respond quickly during a match by changing your own tactics. Okay, so that doesn't cover exactly what I was saying, but they are saying that it's balanced. So someone goes high pressure, you can maybe sit on balance and try and pick apart their over aggressive play. I'm assuming that's what they're getting at here. Moving the bus. This is good. So maybe this is to deal with parking the bus. New tactical options have also been added based on player feedback to help counter some of the more popular and difficult tactics. If you're facing a team that tends to park the bus, yes, EA, yes. For example, you can select the option pressure on heavy touch to have your players constantly close down opponents and force them to make risky plays. Now, again, I like this, right? Because this is something you can set for your attackers, I'm assuming, or your forwards to do. What I don't want to see, and what I feel like we're going to see a lot in FIFA Ultimate Team 19, and trust me, it's not me being a pessimist, I'm just giving you guys the devil's advocate. What worries me is this tactic will probably be used by the same guy that's on Park the Bus. So he'll go on Park the Bus and then ultra high pressure or pressure on heavy touch. So you're going to be that dumb schmuck like I am trying to play Barcelona tiki-taka, and your players are going to take these heavy dumb touches, which this psychopath with ultra high pressure and ultra Park the Bus is going to jump on your players and fist you for. And what also worries me is pressure on heavy touch. Does this not frustrate you a little bit? The whole heavy touch thing? The lunge touches and stuff? Like, does this mean we're gonna have to deal with the Leo Messis and the Dybalas just taking these nonsensical, insanely heavy touches only to get tackled so that you get countered? I don't know. So that's just my thoughts on it. Now, whether or not Park the Bus isn't actually in FIFA 19, that is great. That is amazing news. Doesn't mean that ultra defensive still won't serve the same purpose, right? We have yet to see. I haven't played FIFA 19. I'm not invited to any events, so I probably won't be able to give you guys feedback on FIFA 19 until we all start playing it near the end of September. But, you know, we'll find out, man. Time will tell. I do like the changes, though. Let me disclaimer that. I do like these changes. Whether you're looking to get more control over your team's tactics, prepare a game plan for any situation, or seamlessly tweak things during a match, I like this too. Because one of the frustrating things for me is I tried and failed, but I tried to force myself to be a more tactical aware FIFA 18 player. You know, we went 5 weeks finishing elite pretty much every week when I tried hard near the end of January, mid-January in FIFA 18 on the road to glory, right? So I know that I can consistently get elite if I put my all into it. And one of the things that I tried to do but got very tiring is force myself to be tactically aware. So if I play normally with a 4-1-2-1-2, but then I come up against a really tough opponent and he's got 4-1-2-1-2 and he's slapping me up, or he's got 4-3-3 and he's slapping me up. One of the things I try to force myself that you see a lot of players, pro players do, is I pause the game and say, all right, as much as I love 4-1-2-1-2, let me get into a formation that I know is going to counter this guy's 4-3-3. Switch to 4-2-3-1 or whatever it is at the end of the day. Now, that's annoying to do in FIFA 17 and 18 because, as they've even mentioned in this press release, you have to pause the game to then get those changes in, and you only have 2 or 3 pauses, right? Every game. This is dope, though. Now, I'm hoping you can have like 4 or 5, maybe 6 preset options. Maybe you put it on the D-pad or something, like that, and you can do quick changes. Oh, this guy's murking me right now with this 4-1-2-1-2 for the next 20 minutes. Let me switch to 4-2-3-1, have the players shift in-game, live in-game, and then I'll be able to deal with this guy's, incredible tiki-taka high-pressure play and see if I can hit him on the counter or something. So I love it. Now, I might be overthinking everything, but I love this. One thing I've wanted so much from FIFA is just more customization. Let me build my ultimate team both off the pitch, in FUT, and on the pitch while playing. So they're dealing with one of the things that I think a lot of us want as hardcore FIFA players. So full credit to EA. I just hope they execute this properly and, more importantly, balanced. So let's have a look at the actual video and press release of it.
I am Pep Guardiola, and this is FIFA 19 Tactics.
We're going to get the ball up into their half of the field much quicker.
Sometimes it's really difficult to create chances.
All the games are different and we use different way to approach them.
Oh, there it is. That is the screen cap that I was looking for. Personalized, highly customizable game plans. So ultra defensive, 5 at the back formation, possession style, defensively drop back. My God. So that's like holding on to a lead. If you concede, you can then go to attacking in a 4-3-1-2, offensive style long ball, defensive style balanced, defense. See, this one I don't like. The defensive formation, like a 4-5-1, but attack style, offensive style balanced, defensive style pressure on heavy. And one thing that worries me is imagine merging the 4-3-1-2 style and the defensive style tactic, but with the ultra defensive formation. So imagine how frustrating it would be, ultra defensive, 5-3-2 with pressure on heavy touches defensively and then long ball offensive style. So that could be frustrating to play for someone like me that's a very possession-based player. But I love the fact that you can set stuff like this up custom. I just hope that it works well. What's this? 3-5-1-1. Oh my god. Does that mean we might be getting new formations in the game? 3-5-1-1. Ultra attacking, fast build up, constant pressure. So again, please, EA, if this constant psycho pressure is a thing, please have it where the players gas out in the 70th or 80th minute. I mean, of course, if they're Conte or players like that have crazy stamina, maybe not. But the rest of the teams that don't have good stamina, or the rest of the team that doesn't have good stamina, I'm hoping it's balanced. So I like that. This is cool. This is super cool. Oh god, hold on. We're going way too quick here. Each including formations. Okay. Instructions. Oh my god. I love it. Again, I'm a little bit pessimistic. I'm sure you guys can tell by now. So I'm a little bit worried that this is going to be very overpowered for to be abused. But I love the customizability. The customizability of it, I think, is fantastic and something that makes me very, very excited for sure. So you can have the width of the team set, the depth. So you can go with a really tight formation and your team stay really deep, or your team stay completely back. Wow. Again, that leaves a lot of room to be very frustrated against someone that has a 5 at the back or 3-5-2 that stays super compact and super stay back with ultra high pressure. But as long as there's a balance to it, I'm stoked. Roles?
Every manager, every team has a plan. If it doesn't work, try to change a little bit during.
So that is how they're gonna do it. So you know how in FIFA 18, how literally on the D-pad you could just go ultra attacking, defensive, ultra defensive, park the bus or whatever. So I would assume then in the settings, and I'm sure if I just shut up and let the video continue on, I'm sure it's in the settings now. Every single one of these options that are on the D-pad, you can go in the settings and then adjust all of those different things. Like ultra defensive is 5-3-2. You put the players where you want them on the field. Default is maybe what the team starts with. Attacking, you can then set them up like that. That is really cool. That is really, really cool, and I think could help the Road to Glory do very well.
In the game, follow your instinct.
Adjust the game plan. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Follow what you like
from the D-pad.
And do it.
I do like it. I do really like it, dudes. I do really like it. Okay. So in terms of dynamic tactics, both EA's explanation and then the video explanations that we got as well, I think that's fantastic. And the other official news is, yeah, they have gotten rid of Park the Bus, which is lovely. Absolutely amazing. It's good to know that EA have agreed that that type of mechanic, the ultra or park the bus mechanic, is broken. So fair play to EA. I do. Although I feel like maybe they got rid of it because you just don't need it anymore, because ultra defensive, you can set it up as strong or maybe even stronger than park the bus is by default from EA, right? So something to think about as well. Anyways, moving on, the second point of today's coverage is obviously active touch in FIFA, which I was a little bit worried about. I'm excited because I think this means that you can start doing some really, really cool plays. I think in game, there's a lot of times where I'm playing the ball, doing a one touch, and your player, you don't have a lot of control of how they touch and move the ball. It just ends up being an AI involvement where you pass the ball and let's say as an ex-footballer, Sunday league or not, when you're playing the ball to a player here, if he's getting covered by a defender, you kind of want him to take an active touch and move the ball away that way to put the defender on his, on his back. Whereas for some reason with EA, you pass the ball, the player will just force the touch to his left foot and just get instantly tackled. So I think the active touch means that, where you're more involved and how your players take the touches away from opponents or into opponents. And again, I like that. I like having things be on you. So let's read and see if I'm correct with that. Active touch system is a FIFA 19, in FIFA 19 revolutionizes what you can do with the ball on your feet. Opening up areas of gameplay that have never been explored before. Okay, so
Everybody wanna go.
Great touch on the ball.
What a goal!
okay. Active touch, a new way to control the ball. This is all marketing mumbo jumbo, so it's really hard to see what the changes are. New traps. Okay, so this is so this is a very skill-oriented side of the game. Oh my god. I like it. I like it. So I think it's just more fluid, more active touches on the ball. Oh, that's saucy. More creativity. So it just removes the genericness of players' touches and stuff like that. Okay, so maybe I was overthinking it a little bit. All right, so I was definitely overthinking it. This is maybe more on the skill side and just allowing players to take more fluid and more original touches than the next player. Okay, the new way of receiving, striking, and moving the ball feels incredibly natural and fluid, which lets you play in a fresh, creative way. Get closer control, inject more player personality into every movement, feel inspired on the pitch with a slew of tricks, flicks, traps, feints that make every touch on the ball smoother and more fluid. Numerous tools and animations have been added to the ball control system to provide more variety in moving the ball. Specifically, there are now multiple means of trapping the ball, such as disguise trap, a feint used to fool defenders into moving the wrong direction with very subtle first touch and movement. Just imagine if and when we get ourselves a Dino again next year, man. Oh my god. One of the things I want to improve on the road to glory next year is my actual gameplay. I really want to start bringing in proper skill moves and movement and pretty play into FIFA. Now, I might not take that into FUT Champs because that might just mean that it's not the way to play, it's not the meta to play. But I think when we're playing like seasons, when we're playing against other YouTubers, if we do so on the road to glory, when we're playing like featured daily knockout tournaments or whatever they have out there, I think we're going to try and bring a hell of a lot more flair and fun play into the game. So I'm very, very excited about that. Okay, by unlocking so many innovative methods to interact with the ball and injecting a higher level of control into every movement, active touch makes FIFA 19 feel more realistic. I love it. Feels like a lot of this is a bit of marketing, but you know, like you know what I mean. But when I say it feels like a little bit of marketing, it just feels it's hard to believe this until or to trust all of this wording until we get the game in our hands and can feel the game. But it's promising so far. I like it. So. On to the third point, the one that maybe I'm most contentious about because I feel like, again, with button delay and server issues, this might make you want to rip your sausage off. But timed finishing hopefully achieves a new skill gap in the game where if you get good at this type of finishing, that will give you a skill gap over the noobs that just counterattack and don't play the game very often and, you know, and aren't practiced in this finishing. So again, that's what I'm hoping for. Let's see what the actual meaning of it is. One of the most exciting and useful gameplay innovations in FIFA 19 is time finishing, an entirely new mechanic that lets you make any shot world-class with just one extra well-timed button tap. Now, again, you can argue this being exciting or annoying. Two things. Good FIFA players probably then will absolutely not need the best players in the game, right? You'll probably be able to shoot a world-class shot if you're good and get this system practiced with Musa as good as you are with Ronaldo. So that again is a little bit of the worry. Like, is there going to be a point to having a Ronaldo when all the good FIFA players running in FUT Champs could do this with an ultra high-paced Aubameyang or Musa or whatever? You know, that I'm always giving you guys the devil's advocate. You got to think about that type of stuff, for sure. As the name implies, timing is key with this feature, adding a new layer of risk-reward to shooting in FIFA 19. I like it. Basic process for taking a shot doesn't change, but if you want to make your shots potentially unstoppable with this accuracy and power boost, it's a sample of tapping the shoot button a second time after the initial button tap. So it's like the system that we all got used to with low-driven shots in FIFA 18. I'm assuming it's just like a development on that. But that's the easy part. What makes this mechanic a challenge is timing your second tap perfectly. If you tap it too early or too late, you can actually make your shot a little bit worse. Okay. With the FIFA trainer turned on, you see a colored bar over your player's head with sliders. Your second tap should be right when the slider hits the green zone in the middle. If you successfully unlock a timed finish, you'll see a short message above the bar that says great timing. So do you, like, if you take that off, because that I can assume that's just not going to look good in game. If you take that off, is it something that you just get used to with the timing, or do you have to guess? That's a little bit annoying. Or do you just have to keep the ugly thing over top of your players in game, which makes gameplay not look as clean and crisp and cool? Again, something to think about. Becoming a timed finishing master. Once you get the hang of the process, you can turn the... Jesus, they literally are answering what I'm thinking a second later. You can turn the trainer off when you think you've mastered it. While the bar and message will no longer appear during a timed finish attempt, you can still see whether or not your attempt was successful via the player indicator triangle. The triangle's outline will glow green if you have successfully achieved a timed finish. Time finishing applies to any type of open play strike, whether it's a header, volley, finesse shot, even a bicycle kick. But the more difficult and quick the shot attempt is, the higher margin for error will be. Okay. Practice your timing with all types of shots so that you can master this and take your FIFA game to the next level. So again, I'm assuming it just comes down to your player's touch, right? Like if your player takes a heavy touch and the ball bobbles and you click shoot, you probably have more time because the ball is farther away where you're stepping into it to time that second button click. Whereas if someone shoots and you take a bounce and you've already pressed shoot and the ball's like right here, you probably have to click that double. You have to double click that shot really quick because it's right there and you want your player to take that snapshot, scissor volley or whatever it is quicker. I'm assuming. Making an ass of you and me, chat. But yeah, let's see what this means in game. Okay, hold on. Okay. Risk versus reward.
He had to get his timing perfectly.
That's gonna be so frustrating. Imagine doing that right in front of the net, dudes. Imagine doing that right in front of the net.
What a goal! Well, his timing had to be spot on there, and it was.
Someone will be scoring stuff like that with Nemanja Matic. Okay, so you got to do it with the head as well. I mean, we're gonna have to play with it and figure it out, right, dudes? Like, does that revolve around you got to click the shoot first, and then it starts timing you in to click the next one? God, all of our B buttons and our O buttons on Xbox and PlayStation are gonna be broken to hell, aren't they? But that's interesting, man. So I think I'm gonna end it there. You know, I really enjoyed looking at all the new FIFA 19 content. If you guys do enjoy seeing this on stream, which I think you do, we almost got 3,000 viewers in the stream right now watching this. But even for the video, let me know. Hit that comment section. Let me know what you want to see, what type of info you want to see. If you guys do still this year want to see a PES 2019 My Club Road to Glory. PES comes out late August, so we could probably do a Road to Glory if we do a daily upload. Probably for 2, maybe 3 weeks until early access for FIFA 19 Ultimate Team comes out. Then we jump onto the Poor Man Road to Glory and start grinding that. You know, topics of discussion are, should I stick to Xbox? Should I go over to PlayStation? Lots to talk about. So thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you guys on the flip side.